We're currently at Catharine House near Queensborough for this particular video. We have a couple of quotes from Amnesty's diary. So first off, Thursday, June the 12th, 1817. In afternoon, walked as far as Catharine's flat on the Bradford road to meet my aunt and Miss Ralph on their way home from Harrogate. And then if we go back to Monday the 10th of April 1809, in the morning, 7:15, walked up the old Bradford to Catharine's flat and came back the new road. Right, so this, which is now called more at this end, is the Bradford Old Road at the far end. So this, therefore, is the old road. We come round this way. This is Catharine's flat. And the new road, which is this road anyway, which is going round here, and we have something up. You might be being a bit blinded by the sun, so I don't know. I'm trying to shade you out a bit. That is the new turnpike road, so that would be the new road there. There's something going on with this tractor, so I may have an audience. If we get any applause, that'd be great. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So that is the route taken there. Now, of course, this here, which must have been built before 1861 because it appears in that census, is you can see it's been extended. It's been recently restored in the last few years. Is the lodge to Upper Shibden Hall, where Joseph Stocks, who's also mentioned in Aunt's diary, lived. We can't see that. It's just beyond. It's in those trees over there. Now, also mentioned is his father, Michael Stocks, the magistrate. He might have been mentioned several times, including the day he was buried. And he lived up on the hill there at Catharine House, which was still there until its demolition in the 1870s. Now, there are things about this, why it's called Catharine's Flat, which is that there's a well. Now, currently Catharine's Flat is up on the hillside, but back in 1700, or the 1770s in fact, Catharine's Flat is shown to be down here, and Priestley Hill, which is now just the far end of this hill, is actually comes to this end. So all of it's Priestley Hill, and it was much steeper. The road we're looking at now was shallowed out in the early 1900s for trams. So it was a lot steeper. A lot of carriages turned over on this road below Catharine House, as it happens. So Catharine House was up there on the hill, and that's where Michael Stocks lived. Now, obviously, we're talking about where the well is. Well, potentially, supposedly by some claims, is on the other side of the hill. So if you take Catharine's Flat as being that, the other side of the hill would be over there. However, on the other side of the hill, literally. However, if we take it Catharine's Flat as this dip, which there is a dip here when you're up on the hill, there is actually a watercourse just over there, which is sealed up nearly and buried, but you can actually see it. And it's more likely, I think, that is the watercourse that people are looking for, and if there's a well, that may well be what they're referring to. No pun. Oh dear me. So that might be what they're referring to there, the well. It may be a well, it may just be a watercourse. Either way, Catharine's Flat is this dip, so if there's a watercourse at Catharine's Flat to be named after the St. Catherine, I believe, then that would be where it would be. You would expect back then, but Catharine's Flat has crept up the hill, so now this side of Priestville is Catharine's Flat. The house behind us, which I don't know whether we're going to be able to get into the sun. No, not really. Anyway, that's Rose Temple, which was not until the 1920s. So I'll have to try this again, I think, when the light is better. It's very bright in one direction and very shaded in other directions. So yep, that's Catharine's Flat. So the row of houses we can see there in the centre, that is Hollybank. There was once a pub located at the end of that. Next to that is the school. There is mention of a school on the site before that one was built in the mid to 1870s. It's no longer a school now, it's houses. That's the modern school. The lodge, Coley Bank, we're heading up this way, and the school. And there's Upper Shibden Hall that we mentioned earlier. There's a tower, you see it. The tower was a new addition, probably at the same time as the lodge. And this is Priestley Hill. This is the far side of Priestley Hill, really. And this side was also altered for trams, but in this case they took out the steep curve. If you can see where the grass is and the cars are parked there, it goes a much further across, and they shallowed the corner so the trams presumably won't turn over. This is one of the toll booths for the old Turnpike Road. It used to have a bay window where the large window is in the centre there, but cars coming down the hill, down Priestley Hill, kept crashing into it, so finally they did away with it and never rebuilt it. Right, thank you for watching this video.